I am embarking on a journey to better learn art. I started my journey with watercolor, and I plan on branching out to other mediums. For today, using watercolor, I am learning how to paint a portrait. I've made a variety of paintings except for a portrait, but I've been too afraid to put my plans into motion until now. Alright, plan of attack. So we're going to make a portrait. Start with a drawing of a person, just a pencil sketch. We got to get our colors in order, so we're going to use cyan, yellow, and magenta. And then we're going to start with shadows and build with lighter colors. Alright, let's do it. Alright, I'm on Unsplash. This is what we're looking for. Just a little too much color though. This could work. I'm not sure about it though. Let's keep looking. Ooh. Alright, I think we got it. I think that's perfect for us. Once again, go check them out on Unsplash. Alright, let's get started. Oh, a little dirty. Alright, much better. Let's get started. Voiceover time. We're just doing a simple pencil sketch right now of our reference photo. Just trying to get shapes and forms in. I kind of cut some of the beginning of this because honestly I got the chin shape wrong and all of that good stuff. Had to move the shoulder a little bit. Yeah. The pencil sketch should be finishing up right about now. Alright, color time. We're going to be using magenta, turquoise, and this brilliant yellow. Alright, so just gonna mix them together. This should get us like a really nice deep black for the hair and general just brown. It's gonna keep everything cohesive. Alright, like I said, starting out with shadows first. Probably the most important part of watercolor is starting with your... I would say, well, there's many different techniques you can do with watercolor, but personal preference of mine is just using the shadow first, getting that deeper color underneath, and then hitting it with lighter colors afterwards. Alright, shadows are in, time for lighter colors. All I did was add some water to the brown I have mixed up, which just waters it down, makes it a little bit more opaque, makes the color lighter. That's pretty much it. You just go over it as many times as you need to get the reference photo right. Going over the shadows with darker colors, just trying to get my reference image right. Alright, starting to get the shadows down on the back now. Not really much else to add here, it's kind of the same thing we did exactly on the face. Time for the lips. We're mixing together the cyan color with the magenta with a little bit of yellow just to give it a little bit more life. Just doing what we can in order to make sure this turns out as close as we possibly can get. As you can see, I'm starting to mix the hair color because I feel like it's time to add it. So same rinse and repeat kind of thing here, just getting the darker colors first where I want them to be, and I'm going to fill that in first for the hair. Added a little bit more yellow to that darker brown color that we have. Now just doing the lighter bits of the hair to the best that I can. We are now going to take that same brown that we've made and fill in the iris and pupil just to continue matching our reference image. Okay, so my camera died while recording this. I got a little bit more shading done, just trying to get her scalp now. But yeah, just continuing the process still. Just wanted to come and let you know if you noticed a massive skip. Oh, and for reference, most of this is sped up, but I think it roughly took me about an hour and 30 minutes to get where I wanted to be with this painting. Big tip here, you can see me do it here in a second. If you ever add too much paint to something, Most of the time, if it's still not dried up yet, you can take a paper towel and dab your brush with a little bit of water, just make sure it's clean. Put it on the spot that you want to clean up, and just take the paper towel and dot the spot a few times and see if you can't get it out. Honestly, the more I make this, the more it kind of looks like Ariana Grande. Proportions are just a little off in my opinion. Her chin should be farther up from her shoulder. But, I mean, honestly, for her first attempt at doing a watercolor portrait, I hope I can at least give some tips on what not to do and also what to do. Also, I noticed that the lip color is a little off, so now I'm just mixing some more colors to get that right. A little too much there, huh? And now I begin the hands. Ooh, fun. Hands have always been hard. I'm sure they're hard for everyone, even drawing, and this is one of the first times I'm also painting a hand. I know, go figures, right? Like, I'm doing a portrait and I'm also doing a hand because I just love myself so much, you can tell. Watercolor background wash time. Honestly, I probably should have done this first, but whatever. You live, you learn, right? Another pro tip for you, make sure you clip your paintings down or something. As you can see, this one is folding on me. Got it now. Stay down. So I added some small details, softened the colors, did some highlights to the eyes. The white on the teeth were poking out a little bit too much, so I just kind of tinted them yellow, strangely enough, but it works. And just some shadows, some highlights, that's pretty much it. I wanted to try filming some B-roll, so let's do that. I'm just getting started. I still have so much more to learn, and I've barely even scratched the surface of what's to be offered within art. Now, to peel back the curtains for a moment, thank you for making it to the end. This is a new form of content I'm trying where I document my process fully. I'm also attempting to post every week, Wednesday, around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always catch me on social media, though. Once again, thank you for your time, and if you like what you saw, then stick around. I have more coming soon.